Hey, before the video starts, I'm about to reach 300 subscribers. It would really mean a lot if I could reach that before the end of the year. Bye bye. Well, I did promise you that I would do another video, and this fucking quick, well, it won't be that edited like the last one, so I hope you can bear with that. Now you may be wondering, am I talking about the Colosseum update? More than likely I am not, even though I will be bringing it up in this video, as it serves importance to what we'll be talking about later about how DLC may be approached in Elden Ring. So where should I start? I think we'll just start off with the Colosseums to get the fucking elephant out of the room. They are fucking amazing. The game itself, the Colosseums and the PvP within it, is fucking fun. Sitting there and messing around with friends or just fighting people in PvP has some of the most fun experiences that I've had ever since Dark Souls 3, and gives me slight nostalgia of Dark Souls 1. But one thing I have loved to see in all of this Colosseum update is that the sheer build variety from all the other players, either from meme builds, shitposts, and just stupid shit that people come up with to create creative builds again, is something that I sorely missed during the invasion part of Elden Ring, as everyone will just run the meta weapon like Moonveil, Rivers of Blood, but now that has changed, and people are just running around using whatever they want. You will still see the occasional Moonveil most of the time, but overall, it has come to the point where people will use what they want and what they feel comfortable with, and I absolutely love that, as that was one of the biggest parts of Dark Souls 3 that I really enjoyed. Now let's move away from my FromSoft dick riding with their new update to dick riding their DLC. Where to start? First, I would believe that the DLC would be somewhere similar to Ring City, especially to start off strong with the Elden Ring DLC would be a great idea to do that. The reason why I think this is purely because Elden Ring has had such a breakout success that it would be right to receive such a DLC in such a way from the amount of time that it's taken them to possibly work on this. We have no clue when they worked on it, but since it's been quite some time, and I believe, I don't remember the exact time, but it took less time for them to push out the Ring City. And the Ring City came out after Ashes of Ariandel, and I believe what they were doing at the time was working on both DLCs in tandem while building up a quick and release schedule for both of those. So, from what I'm guessing is that they could be working on 2 DLCs for Elden Ring, and the reason why I would think that is because of the absolute breakout success of around, 16 to 18 million copies sold globally. And that is more of a reason for them to continue supporting the game, showing that this game is still profitable, even a year to 2 years later, depending on when they want to release these DLCs. But I would rather let that sit in your head for a second to think about that, and how they would want to release this and how they would want to do it. So I'm going to bring another idea of what kind of DLC we could see in Elden Ring. Personally, you remember how we can change our armor sets? What if they would do something similar to allow us to buy, let's say, a $5 pack that gives us new variants for almost all the armor sets. This would be a new way for FromSoft to monetize their game, still gaining money for Bandai Namco and FromSoft as a whole, but allowing them to give them more time to work on this DLC while giving people more cosmetics to work with over this. And I think that would be a really great concept for a DLC. For $5 US, you would be able to buy a bunch of cosmetics in a singular pack that would allow you to change the armors, I don't know, maybe another cape, maybe a new type of material design on the armor set, and I believe that would be a very cool concept and a new way that they would be able to gain money over time. Or, if they wish to approach this in a DLC, for example something similar to the Ring City, it could be an added bonus to the DLC. Either you speak to an NPC and you unlock this manually through a quest, or through certain points in that DLC story. But I do not expect a lot of people to agree with this idea of a new monetization system to the Souls games. It would be an interesting concept, but maybe not one that a lot of people would agree with. I would be happy for it, but maybe not you. So where does this leave us with the DLC? We don't know when it's going to release, but we can guess next year is when it will release, and we believe it will be early next year within the next couple of months, and I absolutely agree, because it's getting to that time where DLC is needed to continue the game, and people are looking for new content. We are still having fun with the lore, but mostly we want new bosses, new armor sets, new weapons, new Ashes of War, and new spells to work with. And one thing that strengthens the claim that we could be seeing more content as maybe even 2 DLCs, instead of success, is what they said at the Game Awards. That they would like to do more content and they have more content planned for the game. I'm sure all of you have already seen that if you went to go watch the Game Awards, either for PlayStation fanboy salt like I did because I knew well as fucking anything that they would get pissed. But besides that, that's really all I have in the sense of what I want to talk about the DLC. We don't know much about it, and there isn't much being told about the DLC. Or DLCs. So, I'll just leave you with this on just something to talk about, or maybe you can disagree with me and agree, whichever one you want. I'll see you later.